questione di registrazione forse.
Comunque sei live, è partito il live.
Perfetto. Video has been removed by uploader. Cioè io non lo so. Ma mi viene, no, mi viene che il live non c'è. Vado sul live. Ah, è partito, eccolo qua. Hello? Ah, grazie mille. Perché qui. Ma chi è che ha questo streaming? Scusa. Ok. Bene, faccio partire. Allora. Iglika, ти готова? Yeah, you ready? Okay. I'll turn on the recording. Okay.
Okay, I will share my screen. Maybe you will introduce me.
Wait a lot. Yes, I'm introducing you. Just a second. I want to introduce you. Just a second, because I need. Okay. Is the 24th of September, and within the multiplier event of the ProSocial Value Key Activity to Erasmus Plus project, the final multiplier event, I have the pleasure to introduce to you one of the experts and representing TRAKIA University in Bulgaria, Iglika Angelova. And today Iglika will introduce to us ProSocial Values, Teaching and Learning with Nature, and how to involve children and adults in different educational practices for preschool. So I give immediately the word to our friend from Bulgaria, Iglika, and now it's you. Up to you. Share your screen and start.
Thank you. Hello to everybody. I would like to say hello from yesterday to today. I miss you too much. And every time I have an opportunity to say hello, I will say it. Hello. Actually, I would like to start at first with very specific, and let's say maybe it will be funny, a framework about the theory of what we would like to reach as a goal and as a university in Bulgaria. So we started a hard job from the first steps of this project together with our partners. And we think about the future together. And let me start with things can work, but not as well as they might if your thinking has been better, said Jim Williams. And we, having in mind this point of view, would like to ask you some questions. And these are open questions, but I will answer and also I will ask and also answer, because it's a seminar. It will be really funny. Yeah, I know. Because if I would like to see your eyes and also Stefano, what that's ask to unmute?
No, there was someone talking on telephone, don't worry.
Okay, so I think it's the trouble again. But okay. What actually are the parameters of our target and what we are searching for during these 2 years, and let's say maybe 3 years, because it's not our first project with the group Europolo. We are searching for a really good educational system, which is nobody less. And of course, starting from the point of view that we are university and are very close to teachers' courses, we would like to define what actually means the learning system. And if we have in mind that the system could be natural, like a solar system, And also it could be artificial, like created by hand, human hands. If we keep in mind that the system could be simple, like input, process, and output, and it could be a complex, like a mind map. If we keep in mind that deterministic and probabilistic of the system is also parameters, the system could be fixed and variable. And now I'm asking as a scientist, but also as a teacher trainer, what kind of system we have in our education. Is it natural or it's artificial? And I will tell you, I will share my opinion that this is the both sides. It is very natural to learn, but it's also necessary to be supported in learning, because we transfer our experience to the new ages, to the future for our children. If we are speaking about simple system like an input, process, and output, so we'll speak about the educational system right now, because it's going right traditional way by subjects, fragmentary, slowly, and it's measuring in the input, trying to be in process from first grade to the 12th grade, and we are going output to be ready to go into life. But actually the changes are going to the complex system, which means to have in mind a variety, a huge number of possibilities of learning, of understanding, of researching and searching in our world. And if we are going, if we are thinking about what kind of system we have, is it a fixed system, or it could be a variable system? And of course, it should be both sides again. It's a fixed and then variable. And what is the problem in the educational system right now? The problem is that it is natural, but so artificial that it's not going to be natural anymore. It is simple to learn, but actually it's so complex as a content that we would like to have a balance between process and also complex of knowledge. It is so fixed that it's not possible to make variations of inputs and also variations of personalities or learning styles and everything that we mean as a variable. Why I started with these presentations? Because there is a theory, very interesting theory. It started from Ross HB. It's a kind of black box. Our educational system on the first steps of this project for us was a black box. We don't know what is going inside, deeper inside, because our diagnostic system wasn't able to, it was not ready to measure in a proper way everything in systematical approach. Of course, we would like to have an interpreting system, but between them, we have to measure and also make corrections, because we are really care about our future and also our children, and the children not only in Bulgaria, but the whole world. And actually we realized that we need learning and teaching and also community, because we need a regulatory system. And thinking and taking in mind, we started to, our starting point was to create the first steps of control system and how to measure everything that we are having in mind. And on the left side of this slide, you will see the basic parameters. It's a basic of knowledge, a set of knowledge that we have in every educational system because of age of children. What is going new there? It's educational content, critical thinking, important for sharing point of view. These are new ways. Of course, we need basic communication skills, because without communication, we actually can't form the children's personality. We need the basic self-control as a starting point of teamwork, self-management, justifying opinion and argumentation. And we need basic skill of decision-making because of ethics, of values, and also privacy and intimacy. These are the new parameters of the environment, learning and teaching environment. Education as a system involves skills for life. In our education, as a Bulgarian education, these are missing points. To grow up balanced and non-aggressive personality and go to life skills and knowledge to 23rd century, it's necessary to have topics like an IQ, EQ, and social quality of learning. And if we're thinking about personality, of course, it should be a transferable skills, very good defined by European Commission as a learning IT, self-management, critical thinking, information handling, and teamwork, of course. Everything that we make at schools, starting from the kindergarten. And the kindergarten, the children comes very early age, from 3 years old. They come from different families and from different points, different areas of the earth. And this was the problem also, because ethical questions and ethical norms actually have a special attack. They have no limits at the moment. Everything is possible and everything is social. So the first thing that we would like to introduce is what are objectives of joint activities right now. We would like to share the experience of our best kindergartens, and the last day tomorrow, one of the innovative, very interesting school. We would like to try to put in order the balance in educational system, like a personality growth and also good educated person. And that was the reason we choose the kindergartens, which are trying to make a model of what they would like to change to adopt the system without breaking the laws, going together with agencies, with parents and with communities. What kind of project initiatives and lessons they would like to exchange for experience, and also to involve new practices in the educational system right now. And that was my starting point, and that was our starting point as a university. And now I would like to give a word from my colleague Galia Milkova. Elena Stefano, please, for a few words in Bulgarian, and I will continue with her presentation. Is it possible?
Yes. Do you want who?
Galia Milkova. It's written in Cyrillic, Stefano.
I know. I need to find it. There are so many. Oh, Daniela. No. Because I don't know the name here, if it's corresponded to the name of the Galia. Okay, here she. Okay.
Please give her a word for the little bit. Okay, thank you. Galia? Galia?
Да, на линия съм.
Стефано ти даде думата на теб вместо на Галя Милкова. Може ли...
Аз нямам готовност да...
Stefano, it's another Galia.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
see only the name and so.
Of Галя Кожухарова. It's written in, это написано по
Which kind of Galia do you want?
Милкова.
Kosku Aroba. I don't see any other.
No. You don't see?
Galia
Milkova.
Oh, no.
Milkova.
Okay,
She's
Stefan.
already co-hosting.
Okay. I will.
She can turn on the video, and she can do anything she wants.
No, Stefano. Let's.
I'm checking. She's already
Галя,
co-hosting.
Галя, включи си, моля. Айде, кажи поздравителните, но си включи камерата.
Включена е, само че не се виждам.
Добре, кажи две-три думи просто, за да може след това да прехвърля и да продължа с нашата презентация.
Здравейте от слънчева и красива България.
Hello to everybody from Bulgaria.
Ние сме от детска градина Зорница в южния и красив град Хасково. Събрали сме се екип от хора, които търсят образователната промяна и хора, които съграждат новото в образованието. Екипът е в състав Галя Милкова, Цветанка Петрова, Силвия Генова и Димитрина Вълкова. Чест и удоволствие да ви споделим нашия добър опит за възпитание в ценности.
Thank you very much. I will just translate to people which are not Bulgarians. This is the principal on kindergarten Zornica Haskovo. This is a town between Greece and Turkey borders. And she is there with her team. Also 3 more teachers which are glad to present their presentation right now. But I will present Stefano, so I need your permission again.
You have all the permission.
Okay, so I will share.
I never withdraw anything.
Okay, Stefano, I will share the presentation. Is it okay now? Is it visible presentation?
Visible. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Because of my experience and I'm a little bit nervous, so that's because. Well, kindergarten Zornica. Kindergarten Zornica Haskovo. Haskovo, it's one of the regions in Bulgaria which are absolutely on the borders between Turkey and Greece. This is an ancient town with a big history and a long line of history. And the last what they made is the town of Deva Maria. That means. Zornica is a model and also preschools education, providing the best terms of education. Development of children personality is a credo of the kindergarten. And they actually started to create their own model, how to use projects, not only European, but also small inside projects with the parts of activities as a teacher's qualification. It was the first steps they preferred, but during the years, they create special calendars by projects for teachers and also for children. What kind of activities they prepared? At first, they provide opportunities for mastering new educational content. They support the interest and motivation and desire children for participation. They would like to create a successful partnership with parents. And also they would like to be a part of a modern process of learning as a project-oriented education. They find for themselves their own objectives and formation of interdisciplinary project-oriented model aimed at acquiring social, civil, and cultural competencies related to values. what they decide actually, in every kindergarten has a special calendar of events, and calendar of events is going by the standards of Bulgarian schools and on Bulgarian Ministry of Education. They use their own topics, which are on the standards, and started to develop mini projects, mini learning situations, and mini events. Why I call them mini? Because they are really mini, of 20 to 30 minutes, no more, by week. And started with the very small things like how to play, how to create more opportunity, and how to put in one learning process a lot of things, growing the personality, also educational content, and also skills, because it's a kindergarten. They started with the teacher courses as usual, and this is our involving as a university and monitoring of their everyday work. But the problem in kindergarten was that Bulgarian is not the only language in high school. The language there is the Turkish that has mentioned, and the Greece also that we mentioned, and also Roma children. And this is the border to which the immigrants passed. So there is no Bulgarian language on the street and also in kindergartens. And that's because of very big differences between children. They based their first project on Maslow pyramid. It was necessary. And of the end of the 3 years period, 3 schools years, they totally developed 47 mini projects. And this is 47 mini projects actually were divided in 6 groups. It's a health and healthy lifestyles, family and homeland, national identity and traditions, friendship and tolerance, and ambassadors of good and wellness also. The magic of the book, and this because of language and because of necessary to change the norm understanding and multicultural environment. And of course, we embrace the earth because for children, it is a very new and very interesting topic. And they involved, actually, they started with 3 groups of 15 children, totally 45 children. And just only with 3 teachers be involved in these mini projects. Typically for Bulgarian system to have books for education, but this was the first kindergarten which say to traditional books, not only books, but also creative teaching process based of imagination of the teacher. Mini projects and learning situation based on values like health, nature, wisdom of tradition, friendship, and care. You can see just for the first year how many events they have. And this is, trust me, just a part of awesome and enormous many of events they create in every group. The next of directions was a children's word, friendship and kindness and beauty. And these are the focus. They use the situation and methods for multicultural. I would like to focus your attention for this picture. This is the second line, the middle one, because when they started to play, let's say, because the playing is the most important activity in kindergarten, the children are sitting back by back, not playing together. You can see them. This is the picture for the first steps of these mini projects. But part by part, they started to be a group. At the end, you will see with balloons. These are the celebration of beauty And you can see the girls, which are, one of them is Greek, one of them is Bulgarian, and one of them is Turkish one. And they are sitting together and playing together. And I think the last photo, actually it wasn't the last, but one, oh my God, sorry. Oh, the photo that I would like to present here, when we asked children with the kindergarten team to make photo to say hello for the ProSocial Values community and our multiplayer event, they make a big hug. It was absolutely spontaneous. So make this photo, especially for the ProSocial Values project. Of course, a part of kindergarten's life always is tolerance and kindness, and also charity initiatives, because the children celebrate traditional, and not only traditional, but birthdays, parties, two ways. One in the family, and one is going to the kindergarten group. But what was interesting here in their experience, it was not only the charity bazaars and so on, but also when the children also spontaneously take their presents and share their presents with children with special needs, and also foreigners which are in camps, you know. You can see a lot of photos based and activities based of charity and tolerance, and also their own initiatives. To teach from early age respect to others, and also to different one, it's not a easy model. But the kindergarten the team of kindergarten, and especially principal, was the person who would like these teams to be a part of the content. And you see in the middle the calendar of events, and I didn't count them, 1, 2, 3, 5, and it's at minimum 6, at minimum 8 groups, I think, 8 groups, which are started with these mini projects to help, to support, and also to create empathy, not to create, but to feel empathy with the children which are not, have not been part of the kindergarten and high school's life, the new one that is were coming. And multicultural education was very interesting initiatives. A lot of mini projects are going there. Wisdom tales from around the world. The books always were a part of the kindergarten's life. But what you would like to say about coloring books of different tales from all the world, putting them in one book, which was sharing between parents, children, and society. I think it was the best initiatives that they started if I remember good, on 1st of December 2019, and they thought about to continue just to the end of the 2019, but actually they are running this project to nowadays. And what about the colorful book and Sportico? Because the initiative of quick reading and also to involve parents starts from sports. But what was the sports actually? In one corner of the kindergarten was full of books and stories, and in another corner were partners and also actors from the small theater in Haskovo. And the children choose the story, look at the pictures, and run to another corner to tell the story, and after that play with the story with the parents. So you see the part of this event, the pictures on the second line, the last one and the middle one, and also the first line here. Parents would like to have their children healthy also. But health does not mean just only sports. That means dances, that means gymnastic, that means also quizzes and a lot of events which are going not only in sports but also in nature. And when the kindergarten going to the open activities, they thought about how to protect the nature, how to learn more about the nature, how to explore, but also how to have fun and be healthy. And because of the initiative of kindergarten, the brilliant meadow that you see on the picture, to this meadow was added the maize. You can see the maize there. And it started in 2017, so it's growing enough. I see the picture is nowadays, so it sounds really nice. Sometimes when we are small country, have complexes about how small we are, and do we strong enough to bring to the world our efforts of everything we are as Bulgarians and also as a culture. And this was the very nice balance that I focused on, because these are two things that actually started from Bulgaria and brings to the whole world health. In our very close history, just only 50 years ago, there is a special doctor, Danov, it's called, in white, Danov. He told us, he bring to us, to Bulgarian, the paneurythmia gymnastic. It's going under the sun, and that's because the children are with, you can see like a sun with the white clothes. So they make dance, sing about the wealth and health, and in very natural way, they create they are carry about their own health, but also wish the health to the nation. And the den of gymnastic, it's like mindfulness for another countries and another cultures. But in very ancient way, we bring to the culture of Europe and the whole world also one more tradition. Not just only sun, but also the fire. So you can see the special Nestinar dances on the fire, which are traditional dances to nowadays in Bulgaria. And we are proud that one of our small country's events, that the Cyrillic alphabet is started from Bulgaria also. And we try to learn and to teach our children and all the children in the whole world that who am I is the most important field, the most important thing. And am I Bulgarian? It doesn't matter, but different, but together. And everything we have to give to the world is and love, knowledge, and happiness for all of them.
Lovely.
Because we are talking about the models, I would like to share, the principal would like to share actually this part of documents of the kindergarten, just only one sheet. But you can see that this is a sheet like a calendar, just in one mini project developed by one group. And you see that in every month from September to May, every month they have some events in just one directions of projects that were based on. We can imagine what kind of life is going to this kindergarten. Every day something happens. Every day something is going on. Every day a lot of activities. Every day guests. It's a hard work for teachers, but they made it by heart, and they also were open enough to open the doors of kindergarten to parents and to everybody with children whose children are participating in their activities, not just only being into the group. They create a special activities, respect for food and the riches of the earth. In Bulgarian, it sounds pochva, that means soil, not only earth, but zemya, but earth. In Bulgaria, it's like a playing of words. It's soil and the earth, the same meaning. And Bulgarian, we have a tradition. I think it's the whole region like this, and in Italy, I think it's the same. We are very respectable for food. And when we're sharing food, that means you are intimate, that we would like to be your guests and you will be our guest at all. We share our culture, our warm hearts and communication. So we're sharing everything that we have as people, and we celebrate the friendship. And this was the very interesting event. I have never seen like this in Bulgaria. So this is the trademark for the kindergarten in Haskovo. They bring the children in the municipality, but the children are not guests. The children are decision makers of the future. And you see the municipality here standing by backs of the children, and children are discussed and also give their opinions about and ideas about how to make their town better and well-being and for the whole Haskovo. Ideas about how to create better environment for living. What was achievements of kindergarten working together with us? I'm proud to say this, but in 2017 to 18, they started just in 44 projects. The next year, social and emotional competences, values, resilience, 6 projects in 6 groups. And 2019 to 2020 to nowadays, 9 projects all together, whole kindergarten, teachers, parents, and society. Some pluses. Of course, I should measure it, my favorite part. And what I found is some pluses. Children starting to be a part of changing process. What is better? These are better reflection and engagement also, but not only for children, but for parents and for teachers. They are starting to work together. These are the projects were actually a possibility for individual interests and also growing the motivation of learning and motivation of participation. And this was really demonstration of cooperative learning, because the learning going both sides from children to children and from children to adults. And this was really funny, really healthy, really positive environment in cooperative learning, both sides. And using our observation, I think that it was really fruitful for personality formation. Again, three sides: teachers, parent society, and children personality formation. Thank you not just only for attention, Stefano, but thank you for the PCV project and also for Nobody Less community idea. Thank you to all our parents about give us the opportunity to be a part of this. And I will be glad to continue more days. And we see the model, the principle, the second one on Bulgaria, which means for us as a university, this is the stable, sustainable, let's say, positive and also innovative way to for managers to create their own system of education, new system, more proper to 23rd century.
Thank you very much, Iglika. Well, surprising, very beautiful, and really interesting. I don't know, Maria, if you want to give a couple of words as a coordinator, Spanish coordinator of the project. And every participant will receive an email with a document to fill up and sign. It's a declaration that she or he has participated to the meeting, and then they will receive a certificate of participation.
Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you. Maria?
It was very kind, you sharing all these experiences. I found interesting for tutors and for teachers here also. So it's very nice to have you and the kindergarten school sharing all these activities. Thank you.
Thank you, Marion.
Okay. If there isn't any question, a next meeting at 4 o'clock. And let me check. And 4 o'clock will be quite an interesting event organized by the region Castilla y León with Professor David Ruiz. And he's a primary school tutor. What I learned from games to boost motivation in classroom.
Thank you
very much. See you soon.